Well, that game certainly could have been better. Caps lose 3-2 in overtime to the Montreal Canadiens. Let's talk about it, babes. So, first period, 2:56 in here. It starts off very well as Jacob Chychrun, go watch the goal, okay? He looks off Alex Ovechkin, which is utterly hilarious. Not a lot of guys in NHL history that you can say have the confidence to look off Alex Ovechkin, who's holding his stick up in the air, ready for the one-timer. Jacob Chychrun looks him off. Jacob Chychrun has a ton of confidence in his own shot as well. Obviously, he has confidence in Ovechkin's shot, but he has confidence in his own shot, Jacob Chychrun does as well. And you can see that here. Looks off Ovi and walks right downtown himself and wires this thing past the Canadiens netminder for the 1-0 lead. Unassisted goal by Jacob Chychrun there, and that is his 12th goal of the season already. He is a defenseman. That is absolutely insane. And by the way, folks, no one is happier in the building there for Jacob Chychrun than Alex Ovechkin. I know I said he looks him off. Ovi's ready there for the one-timer. Got his stick up in the air waiting for it. Chychrun opts to walk right downtown himself instead and wire the thing home. No one is happier in the entire building. Like I said, go watch the replay and watch the replay of the celebration immediately after the goal as well. No one is happier there for Jacob Chychrun than Captain Alex Ovechkin. So Chychrun's 12th goal of the season already, like I said, makes it 1-0 for the good guys early. And that goal would hold up in terms of the first period anyway, as that is how the first period would end, with the Caps still holding that 1-0 lead. But second period. This is where it all falls apart here. Cole Caulfield, he gets the Habs on the board first. Caulfield's goal makes it 1-1. And then still in the same period here, the Caps, they give up a short-handed goal to Josh Anderson. It is on a Caps power play, obviously, and that is Rasmus Sandin, unfortunately, just kind of stumbling there at the blue line while they're in the Habs zone. Kind of looks like he trips over the blue line there, if I'm being honest. But you hate to see that for Rasmus Sandin because he has been so utterly rock solid. He has been one of the best defensive defensemen in the entire National Hockey League this season. Seriously, go and look at the numbers. He has been unbelievable for this Caps team ever since they traded for him from the Toronto Maple Leafs. So he is as steady as they come. And so you hate to see that for him, but it happens to everyone, right? Shit happens. So yeah, he stumbles there, loses the puck at the Habs blue line, and that gives Josh Anderson a breakaway. And unfortunately, he converts, and so it is 2-1 on the shorthanded goal for the Montreal Canadiens. And that is how the second period would end. But third period, less than 2 minutes in here, the Caps, they get right back on their horse here, not feeling sorry for themselves. They get right back to work and they tie this game up. And it is Ethan Frank called up to the National Hockey League to play games in the National Hockey League for the first time in his young career. Exciting times for the kid. But yeah, Ethan Frank making something out of nothing here. The Caps, they have iced the puck. This is going to be an icing here. But Ethan Frank, with that blazing speed of his, you might recall, he is the fastest skater, the fastest hockey player anyways, skating in the world, really. He set the record, the world record, while playing, he said it during the All-Star game technically, but as a member of the Hershey Bears in the American Hockey League, he sets that world record for the fastest lap at the All-Star game. So he is a speedy guy, quite literally the fastest hockey player in the world right now and ever, it appears, given that he set that record. So he uses his blazing speed here, is my point, to beat out this icing call. And he beats out the icing, and then he makes one of the silkiest moves you will ever see behind the net, playing the puck to himself, kind of through the Habs defender's legs there behind the net. I believe he used the back of the cage there there as well, puts it over to himself, gets around the Habs defender, and then he is free to dish out front to Lars Eller streaking in. And Lars Eller buries this thing against his former team in the Montreal Canadiens. And so we have got a 2-2 tied up hockey game. And that is how the third period would end. And so we would go to overtime, where unfortunately Nick Suzuki ends it. Hey, Nick Suzuki, he plays for the wrong team. Yep, he is not a Washington Capital. And so that is the victory in overtime. Like I said, 3-2. That would be your final score for the Montreal Canadiens. And you know what? I'm not going to complain so much about an overtime defeat, 3-on-3 hockey. Certainly not when we have won a greater percentage of our games this season than any other team in the entire National Hockey League. No, I'm not going to complain too much about this one at all. And especially when the Caps are still collecting standings points, even in their losses. But that being said, I think we can all admit, right, that this team is not playing particularly great right now. At least not according to their own standard, which they have set with their play this season. And I think, like I said, we all know that and can admit that because Caps fans are intelligent hockey fans. We know when our team isn't playing well, even if they are still racking up wins and standings points. We know when they're not playing well, right? Heavily outshot tonight. And I mean, on the flip side of the coin, by the way, you have also got to give credit to the Montreal Canadiens. They have fought their way right back into wildcard contention in the Eastern Conference. Every point matters for them right now, and they are playing like it. So full credit goes to them for the 2 points. I am not trying to take anything away from them, but all I'm saying is that as a Capitals fan, from a Capitals perspective, you do hope, certainly, that the Caps get back to playing how we all know they are capable. We know that because we have seen it all season long. So you hope that they get back to playing that way. That is all that I am saying. And I am also saying congratulations, a big congratulations to Ethan Frank on his first career NHL point. That is big. This guy has worked so hard to get here. It's amazing to see him come in and make an impact right away. Like I said, it's his first NHL point, but it is a big one as well. Like, this was a primary assist that he made happen out of absolutely nothing, essentially, out there, beating out that icing. And then, like I said, with the silky moves behind the net to one-on-one beat the Habs defender. And then he makes a perfect feed out to Lars Eller in front for Eller to shoot this puck into the net for the tie for the Caps. So this tied the game for the Caps. Very clutch play by Ethan Frank. And yeah, making something happen out of nothing. I love that from him. He's out there making things happen, making an impact right away. Great to see that, and great to see that be the way that he gets his first career NHL point. Again, a big congratulations to Ethan Frank. All right, babes, that is going to be it for this one. Wow, babes, thank you all so much for being here. As always, again, I know I say it after every single video, but it is because I really, really appreciate you guys, and I want you all to know that I'm having so much fun making these videos for you guys this season. It has been a blast, frankly. Not only because, you know, I'm getting to talk about Capitals hockey, but also because the Caps have been playing so well in general all season long. Slight slump here, obviously. They're going through it a bit here right now, but that happens to every single team, even the best ones, over the course of an 82-game season. 82 games is a lot of games. You are always going to have a little bit of a slump at some point. And the important thing, like I said, is that they are still getting wins, right? They're still getting wins. They're still collecting points even in their losses, even during this mini slump, if you want to call it that, you know, about halfway through the season here. So look forward to what's coming up in the last half of the season here. We're almost at the halfway mark now. Tonight is game 40, I believe. So 41 games is halfway, babe. So we are almost halfway there. And the Caps, halfway through the season, are at the top of the National Hockey League standings. So that is amazing. What a ride it has been. Like I said, I'm having so much fun making these videos for you guys, covering this ride that the Capitals are taking us all on. It has been a blast, and I hope that they keep it up over the second half of the season. That would be great to see. Again, thank you all so much for being here. Hey, if you liked the video, click on that like button down below. It's the one that looks like that. If you really like the video, and if you haven't already done so, please click on that subscribe button as well. Been gaining a ton of new subscribers lately, and I'm so grateful for that. So if you enjoy the videos here, please click on that subscribe button if you want to make sure that you don't miss any of them. I'd love to have you all along here for this ride with me and with our Washington Capitals. Again, babes, mwah. Thank you all so much for being here, as always. And as always, let's go, Caps.